Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hello, happy Sunday. It feels like forever since I have been able to stream. I know it's only been a week, and I told you guys last Saturday that this week was going to be crazy and busy for me, and it was in all of the best ways. But we are back here, and like I said, I'm trying to navigate the streaming schedule. I know the intro on all my videos still says Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So I'm very happy that we were able to get this Sunday, and I'm going to try and make sure that we stick to the schedule as much as possible, while also peppering in some random live streams as I was doing a couple of weeks ago, wherever possible, just because it feels like such an exciting time. I know that there's a bit of a dip happening for Bitcoin and the crypto markets right now. We're seeing Bitcoin down to 67. I think it got as low as 65 after hitting a new all-time high, all the way up at 73 or so. But on the whole, it still feels like we're very much in a bull market. Solana's pumping. It's about to hit $200. And man, oh man, I don't have any Solana. I've never been big on the chain outside of playing StepN, which is something that I'm going to try and actually get back to today. I need to figure out that ecosystem, and I have a wallet somewhere. But the thing for me is what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so Solana. So with Solana still pumping, with a lot of other projects still pumping and up significantly since their lows of the cycle, it very much still feels like we are in bull market territory, and not even like raging bull market yet, which is kind of exciting because obviously we've hit the all-time high for Bitcoin already, but that was pre-halving. And hopefully, again, I have been kind of again, not financial advice. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just some random dude that makes music on the internet. But I would say this. My outlook is that the summer of 2024 was always going to be fun, even if Bitcoin hadn't hit a new all-time high yet. And we had just kind of mirrored what happened in 2020, where Bitcoin was doing relatively well. It pumped a little bit over the summer. After the halving, all of a sudden we had this DeFi summer, where decentralized protocols essentially were launched and absolutely took off, right? And that was just the first part of it. They didn't really get raging until 2025, but it was just like Uniswap came out around then, Aave, all these projects that were launching at the time and doing really well. My thought process was, we're at least going to get this for gaming, right? Or for AI or something interesting that'll make people, focus in on crypto a little bit more, especially those who have been in the space and haven't left during the bear market. But lo and behold, we, with the Bitcoin ETF going live in January, we're sitting here about 2 months later. Bitcoin is pumped from like low 40s up to low 70s, which is crazy. And meme coins are popping off, gaming coins are popping off. AI is probably going to be a part of that as well. And it's exciting times. I don't know how else to say it. It's just exciting times overall. So let's just take a quick look at the Splinterlands ecosystem, because I know that's what the majority of people here are into. The sell-off has been significant. I mean, DEC is down 10% off of its peg, which, once again, we look at this and it's like product-backed stablecoin. I mean, the product is good, right? The product is good, but the demand is not enough to keep that thing at, or close to 99% or whatever we were kind of hovering around. SPS dropped from about 3 cents down to 2.5, so that's a 20% dip on that. Vouchers, which were close to 10 cents, sorry, not 10 cents, 5 cents, have also come down about 20%. And then Hive actually did quite a solid pump. You can see here, this is a 60-day price chart, right? So we'll just say, what is this, mid-January? Around mid-January is when this chart started. So, post Bitcoin ETF going live, we were down at about the 30-cent range, maybe even just slightly below 30 cents on some days. And then this thing pumped up 50%, which is fantastic, because we want to see that in alts. Obviously, this is not the same as some of the other L1s out there, but we want to see that for our beloved Splinterlands, right? We want to show that Hive is not a dead chain, even though, for all intents and purposes, I don't think that analysis is wrong. So we want to show that there's some life here, that there are people building, and that we could potentially get more folks on. But speaking to that, I saw an analysis somewhere. I saw a comment somewhere, and I don't know where it was, so I apologize. But the main criticism is like Hive is a dead chain, and the only thing really keeping it alive is Splinterlands. And I've explored other parts of Hive, and I know that there's a vibrant community out there. But like Splinterlands, which probably has 2,000 to 3,000 players, I don't think Hive has that same kind of. I'm sure that Hive has the same or similar kind of user base. Now it's probably not 2,000 to 3,000. Maybe there's a couple thousand, maybe tens of thousands, but we're not talking about the multiple tens of thousands or millions that you see with a lot of the other L1 chains out there, right? Polygon, Avalanche, Polkadot, Solana. And the thing is, like, even now you think about Solana and where it's ranking on here, right? It's a top 5 token. So when I'm like trying to compare Hive, I'm looking at some of the other L1s. Do they have something where it's just like L1 chains? Not really. Well, I mean, we could talk about like Tron, which is another kind of meh. But Avalanche, Polygon, what were some of the other ones I was looking at? Because a lot of these are side chains. Either way, that's where things are at. That's how we're feeling. Oh, also, gosh, I totally forgot. I set up some tournaments today. So if you want to participate, I should probably sign up too. I believe the first one is starting here in 5 minutes. So jump in if you can. I don't know if anybody's jumped in yet. We'll see. But I have one for silver, one for gold, and one for diamond. Oh, it looks like we got 2 players in. So yeah, make sure you jump in and you check in for the tournament. It's just 1 DEC, so hopefully it doesn't break the bank. But I know I haven't done these in a while, so people probably don't even think that I stream on Sundays anymore, which I haven't. So I'll just go ahead and check in. We'll have the tiniest tournament ever. But if people still want these, I would love to continue setting them up. I know that I actually don't know where sentiment is right now. I mean, I go through Discord every once in a while. I spend more time on X. I see some things, obviously in the comments section on YouTube. And, there's a lot of people who are still very excited. They like all the changes that are happening. I would probably put myself in that camp. But there seems to be a lot of players who are very dissatisfied, very unhappy with the major changes that have happened. And so I don't know how to quantify that appropriately, because there's 2 things, right? There's the players themselves, so the amount of people who are unhappy. And then there's also the player stake that is unhappy, right? So how many of these unhappy people are like have significant SPS stake in the game, right? And again, I don't mean to diminish like players at the lower levels, like more casual players. In fact, I think I've been somewhat critical and calling out the fact that Splinterlands has not really been casual player friendly, right? This update has not really been casual player friendly. And so again, do I believe at the same time, right? I can say that. Do I also believe that the project can be successful if it's only whales? I mean, to a certain extent, yes. And not even whales, sorry, but just competitive players, right? Players that are willing to throw 3, 4, 5 grand in for a deck and like significant SPS to play for that top spot, right? To try to dethrone Mondroid, who's here in the chat. Shout out to Mondroid for winning last season. Actually, let me actually jump into the chat here. So we got Vilson in the house. We got Leandro. Vilson saying DEC is my whole portfolio. 1 DEC is my whole portfolio. That sucks, dude. Your whole portfolio is down 10% right now. That's not great. Mondroid is here. Jason is saying, I think the way SPS is moving is Bitcoin. It's proven after the first alt season, it just isn't going to hack it. AVAX and many premium alts have done large multiples, and there is less risk. Oh, I know. I mean, trust me, I know. I'm making content here. Like I said, I love the game, but man, Am I way more excited about my other bags? Oh my gosh, they've been so good to me. They have been so good to me. I'm not here to like rub salt on the wound and rub people's faces in it, but you're absolutely right. Like, I mean, Splinterlands has been quite. Sorry, I shouldn't say Splinterlands. I think the team has been doing a good job, right, in terms of whatever capacity and situation that they're in. SPS and the tokenomics, and its situation has not been good. It has not followed the way we were hoping it would against other tokens in the same sector, right? So in fact, let's put some numbers to this, because maybe we're just being biased either for or against, and I want to make sure that we can take a broader look at this. So if we go to categories, GameFi, I want to check a couple of the time frames here. So where is SPS? Oh, we're not even on the first page. Awesome. Yeah. Right. We're not even in the top 100 projects. Although no, hold on. CoinGecko is not good because our market cap's only about half. So we should be in the top 1,000 somewhere. But if we go to SPS here, check this out. I want to look at the last 30 days, right? Well, 7, 14, and 30 days. So on the last 30 days, we're flat, right? We did jump up over in that time frame over the past month from 2.5 cents up to 3 cents, at which point we're back down to 2.5 cents, right? So you can see on the 7-day here, we're down another 20%. So that all tracks appropriately from numbers. But check out the 30-day on Gala, right? Look at this thing. It's up over 100%. I don't know what Floki is, but that's up 560. We're not going to count that. Beam. This is another one that I'm really happy with the performance on. 29. It's up 30% still. Axie Infinity's up 35%. Sandbox 30, 31. Like this whole column here with projects is green, right? Ronin, Illuvium, Echelon Prime. Pixels, I guess, hasn't even been out for 30 days. So that's kind of crazy, actually. GMT, this is the Steppen token, right? So all of these, like, I don't know what else to call them, like tent poles in the space. I mean, they're up, they're doing well. Now, you could say, or Gilfi, YGG, Smooth Low Potions, Big Time's about flat too, but that came out earlier. Ooh, Heroes of Mavia is down. Okay. So it's not just Splinterlands, right? But that doesn't change. That doesn't change the fact that Splinterlands has underperformed. Just because other coins are underperforming doesn't mean like, oh, okay, well, it's okay that SPS did it. Dude, even Star Atlas is still up 2x despite the dip. Fascinating. So what we can say here is that, okay, well, there's obviously going to be a lot of focus on the top coins, and eventually, hopefully, that does filter down into more of the microcaps, which Splinterlands at a $30 million market cap 100% is, right? $30 million market cap will put us like, I don't know, just barely in the top thousands, right? But I mean, like, see, check it. Look at where DeFi Kingdoms is. This was a darling in early 2022. Before we knew like the bear market was truly in, DeFi Kingdoms popped off. And yet here they are. I mean, they're up 13%. But this is like, they're a shell of what they were. And I know, like, the Harmony chain went through some crazy stuff. But again, this just goes towards my thesis that many projects on their second bull run do not have the same kind of performance. Okay, let me first check the tournament, which I believe has started with 5 people. Okay, well, 7 people, but I think it was 5 that checked in. All right, so we'll let you guys play. Let's go back here, and I saw there's some more comments coming in. Vilson says, my Solana bag has been good to me as well. Dude, Solana is really... I think it's really going to give Ethereum some problems. And I'm probably going to get, that clip is not going to age well over time. But there is no doubt that the community on Solana is quite robust. They're battle hardened after everything that happened with FTX and all this stuff. So, it's very clearly a top competitor to Ethereum, even more so than BNB, just because a lot of like U.S. exchanges do not want to deal with the BNB chain, but they will with Solana or Polygon or others. So, yeah, I mean, everybody always talked about the flippening for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, Bitcoin obviously has a ridiculous lead that probably will stay until and unless maybe there's an Ethereum ETF, if that does come through. But let's see, $434 million market cap. I mean, Solana does this with like a 5 to 6x, which is crazy to think about, right? But it was also crazy to think about the fact that Solana was what, $20 a year ago. So for all of you Solana holders out there, I salute you. I mean, yeah, it's $23, and this thing is about to cross 200. So, well done. You guys held through. You guys had conviction. You guys have been commenting here, especially Vilson. So, yeah, Sol is crushing it. Sad I never got a bag of that. The DYM airdrop I turned into Sol back then is now a double pretty much. That's crazy. Well done, man. Make some nice returns and loans there as well. You still got assets in DeFi Kings. I pulled out a lot of stuff there before the hack, thankfully. A lot of the pools, basically after Terra Luna went down, I was like, I don't want to be around. Like, I became very conservative with a lot of stuff after the Terra Luna thing. I still got bit, right, in some other areas, but it is what it is. Mystic Force, what's going on? Remember SolFlip BNB for a day 1 to 2 months back. My target for Sol is 500. I mean, here's the thing. There's stuff that's still being built on Solana too. So obviously stuff is getting built on Ethereum, but the fees are really becoming an issue. And even though I'm bullish on layer 2s, right, for ETH, right, whether that's Arbitrum, Optimism, or even Coinbase's layer 2, they're not as low as Solana, right? And even more so, like, check this out. So I need to do a video on this, but for anybody who's following Prime and Parallel, which, oh my gosh, it's setting like new all-time highs every day, which I'm so happy about. They released their white paper for not Arcade Colony, but Parallel Colony, which is their kind of AI-driven survival game. And that is actually the main thing that got me into Parallel, right? Like, sorry, I should say Prime. I had been playing Parallel. Darkest Sun and I were exploring it. Oh, man, maybe almost a year ago at this point. I don't even remember. But it wasn't until I learned more last fall about what their plans were for Parallel Colony and how it was kind of bridging or merging the two narratives of this bull run, which are not Prime, but AI and gaming. I was like, yep, I'm going all in. I had that video last year. At the end of last year, I'm like, I'm going all in. Got myself a nice bag of Prime when it was still under $10. And they just launched the Colony white paper. Sorry, I do have a point to this story. They just launched the Colony white paper. And in that, they want to launch a new NFT collection for this Parallel Colony game, right? Because right now, the avatars are only available on ETH, but they're branching out into Solana as well. And so they want to release a collection on Solana. And so to me, that just represents, hey man, here's like a top tier game. It's listed on Coinbase. It has the backing of so many different, high level folks within the ecosystem. And even they are looking at Solana and saying, you know what? We should have some exposure there. We should reach out to that audience, throw them a bone, give them another 10,000 avatars so that they can jump into this thing and bridge Prime over there. I believe is the plan. So to me, that says a lot, right? That shows that this is a top tier gaming project that wants to make sure it is connected to Solana. And if you guys have been following this channel, I have been saying for the longest time, I mean, I have videos going back to probably maybe not the middle of last year, but definitely like the second half of last year, where I was saying that like we need to be bridged to Solana. Like I don't know how or what, but we need to have something. The minimum that should be done is we should have Hive Engine available, right? Where there should be a swap.sol where you can send, you know, Solana in and out basically, because then a lot of people who have capital there will be able to come in. And I don't know why Hive Engine hasn't done that, but I don't know. Like that to me does not seem like that. It doesn't seem like it's that difficult. The more difficult one would be to have Splinterlands, specifically if we're talking about Splinterlands, actually bridge the token SPS over to Solana the same way that they did to Hive and that they did to Ethereum, right? Because keep in mind, SPS is a BNB based token, right? It's based on the BSC chain. Let me just make sure I don't have anything here. So there's like no reason that we shouldn't be kind of bridging to Solana, which Matt did address, right? Somebody asked him maybe earlier in the year, maybe it was at the end of last year, like, why are we not bridged to Solana? And his whole point was they're trying to finish up the player experience or new player experience, whatever you want to call it. And then they want to go heavy on marketing. They want to do all this stuff. So I would say the fact that they got the ranked update out in 2 months, and now they're talking about getting, you know, the reward update out, I believe they said on April 2nd, right? So that's still pre-halving. And then they have 2 more things that they want to get, which is the one-click set rentals, as well as the, oh gosh, what is that called? One-click set rentals, and then the onboarding experience, which is going to be very important for new players. That's when they want to go heavy into marketing. And that's when I think they want to kind of strap in and do all the different types of things. And he mentioned, you know, potentially bridging to Solana as part of that. He also did say though that the time frame was going to be the second half of the year. Now, again, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't mean to be the guy that says like, oh, we should do this sooner than later, but I like the midpoint of the year is after June. All right, you got July and August potentially. And I genuinely think that if we're going to have a run over the summer, you're going to miss out on that first part of the summer when things start potentially taking off. I mean, hell, they're taking off now, right? So what does the summer even mean at this point? Bitcoin already hit the new all-time high. You have a lot of other tokens hitting all-time highs. So it's like, yeah, maybe like bridge a little bit sooner rather than later. But I get it, man. I get it. I think the team is working as hard as they can. I'm not trying to be critical here. I actually will probably end up doing a video going over the past 6 months since Matt took over, because it's been about that time. And I would say there's only like the team, based on what they promised to work on and deliver, there's only been one hiccup, and that was land, which was delayed by a week, which obviously got extended to 2 weeks because it was over a holiday. But you know, aside from that, they've scaled down expectations, which is again something that I wasn't necessarily happy with, still not happy with, right? But you know, it is what it is. Hold on one second, let me just message this person back. All right. But you know, overall it is what it is, right? So all right, guys, there is a second tournament for gold popping up, I believe, in about 20 minutes or so. So make sure you check that out. These are smaller tournaments today. But you know what's cool? I don't recognize a lot of these names. I'll be honest with you. I don't know who was XVR Continente, Rubilo 15, and I can't see the other ones. But if you guys are new to the channel, new to the well, maybe they might not even be here, but thanks for coming through and participating. Now, just click the damn button so we can play. How long am I going to wait here? I don't want to leave this page because it could pop up at any moment. Oh, what was I going to check? Oh, we were on Solana, right? You know what's been interesting is just the like meme coins, man. We all thought that the bear market would kill meme coins, but I don't know. I feel like it's a sign of the times. People are just getting more desperate. Like they're willing to gamble on this crazy casino in crypto, and they're going with literally the most volatile assets that have no major utility. No, I'm sorry, no significant utility. But just to see them continue popping off, it's like they're a part of the ecosystem now. I was just catching up on some Splinterlands content and listening to the Crypto Eater interview with Dwayne, which was great. I'm very excited to see where that goes. Basically, it's like, I mean, I've never been one to jump in and out of meme coins. I mean, maybe I've thrown a couple bucks here and there in the past, but it was never something where I'm like, let's get crazy with it, right? But this one is interesting just because of how connected it is to Splinterlands and Crypto Eater. Shout out to Crypto Eater, who has really thought through a lot of this stuff, and try to gamify it in a way where I didn't understand all the intricacies of like V3 liquidity pools on PancakeSwap or Uniswap. So that's actually quite cool. I just knew that a lot of tokens were migrating to what's that called? Come on, Rubilo, what happened? A lot of tokens were migrating from their V2 to V3, so I had to move some stuff over originally. All right, so yes, exactly like push and shove, Gathering Magic. Good to see you as well. How are you? I got a meme coin airdrop yesterday. It was like $70 because I got the Solana phone too. Wait, what? Hold on. You got the Solana phone? How do you like it? We need a crypto decentralized phone. Bolts, what's going on? Dogecoin Army community is next level. The PLPS coin? What's that? Okay. It's a pre-sale. Well, you know what? If there was anybody in my circle that I would expect to get the Solana phone, it would be you, Wilson. It would be you. People, yeah, maybe. Whoa, Nardion is here. Nardion, what's going on, man? I miss Splinterlands TV. I believe you used to come on right after my channel, and you just kicked my butt too in one of the games. So GG's, that was not nice. But good to chat with you again. I used to, because when we have Splinterlands TV, I would go the hour before Nardion, and so I would always just usually decompress from my stream by listening in to Nardion. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes. Oh, I should have worn green today. Oddly enough, I was wearing green earlier this morning, but had to change. All right, so I didn't get the first one, sadly. That would have paid more than 3K. I mean, that's pretty significant. I mean, they're just airdropping meme coins now. That's actually kind of funny. Me too. Kicked my butt yesterday. It's been a good battle. I guess now that I'm not keeping myself stuck in gold intentionally, I have to jump up and play against folks with my underpowered max level deck. Sorry, it's not a non-maxed underpowered deck, but it's good to run into a lot of people that I know. So GG's. So Jason says, I think Polkadot is bringing out a meme coin soon. Can't remember the name of it. Man, everybody's just really getting into the meme coin thing. Wilson says, by the way, I don't have that much soul, sadly, even though you make it sound so. I mean, I don't know what anybody's bags look like. I'm just saying that you've been a large proponent of soul. So I guess it's maybe kind of sad because the way you made it sound was like you were doing super well with soul. But you know, the thing is, I don't even understand the full tokenomics of Solana. Like that's just how little I've paid attention to it. I got enough to be able to jump into Step-In and to jump into, there was that other walk-in game that came out a while ago. So free airdrop. Says Jason R. It looks like Rubilo does not want to play. So we'll just leave that there. Chad, what's going on? When listing? I'm talking about, are you talking about exchange listings? I don't know, man. There's that proposal going in. All right. So I'll give you guys a little preview. Today was like really a catch up day for me. I'm going to be like, I'm doing this live stream, and then in a couple of hours, I have 2 conversations back to back. One is, they're both about the exchange listing proposal. One is very pro, and then somebody had reached out to me as well and said, I have some information that I think will be relevant for you and your audience to convince you why we should not go for the proposal. And we should not be chasing an exchange listing. And this is somebody who is well respected in the community. You're gonna hear both of these because I'm gonna record the conversations. Didn't tell me what it was. Said I think it'd be better to get your reaction live on the spot. So we'll record it. So that's what my afternoon looks like. I'm live streaming with you guys here. Then I'm gonna go take care of some stuff afterwards, and then later on in the afternoon, I got these 2 calls back to back to go over this stuff. So yeah, should be interesting. I don't know when the listing is. I don't know if it's gonna pass, but it sounds as though something. It sounds like they took Coinbase off of the thing, and it's really just Binance, which I don't mind. I think Binance has more reach anyway. Worldwide, and for US based folks, you can go to crypto.com. I know people may not like it, but at least you have the availability there. So it does exist. All right, what am I doing here? I don't even know what I like. Maybe I also feel like the game is a little bit slow today. You need a healer. We could just get crazy with it. Oh wait, I do need that healer. Oh, this will work out perfectly. 6 and then 5. So I just got to order them appropriately. Let's put... No. I guess we'll put you in front. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what happens. I thought about doing this. I was like, it'd be so nice to just default to gladiators, but let's see if I can overcome this. I don't think I can, just because Quora with the double martyr is a little too powerful in my opinion. We'll see how much I'll be able to heal. Because I'm gonna need literally all the firepower I have available at my disposal in order to take Quora down. Oh, that was a very significant miss. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that would have gotten me down to 2. And man, that blind. Oh, I'm blind. I don't know what happened. I thought I saw blind there somewhere. Damn. See, we got Quora juiced up again. Yep, there it is. Okay, so now we are screwed. Oh, never mind. I did not realize it was only a level 2. So no more healing. Okay, I think we got this. That should be game. I thought it was level 3 with immunity. So, all right, GG's. Whoopsies. See ya. All right, am I in the championship round already? Damn, look at that. All right, guys, make sure you check out. What time is it? All right, there's a gold one starting. There's only 4 people. But I'll join anyway, just because we should be done by then. There's a gold one starting now, and then 30 minutes after that should be the diamond one for anybody who's interested in diamond. Oh, gotta make sure I check in. VT Mac Guru, what's up? How are people feeling about the Battle Helper things that came up last week? Oh, Nardion, did you send me a Rebellion pack? Oh, thanks, dude. That's really kind of you. Hold up. Did I miss something in the chat? Why is this being sent to me? I don't see anything. Well, thanks, Nardian. What you want me to do anything specific with it? No, supporting your content. Oh, dude, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. We will put it to good use. I will slowly and steadily build up my Rebellion collection. Just you wait, guys. Y'all are in trouble. All right. Do we have... Oh, we do have Reflection Shield. That is significant. I don't know why. I kind of want to go with Musa Salim. But we're going to need a significant... you know what? Is Noah the Just our best choice? No, I don't think so. You know what? We're going to play small ball here. We're going to go with you. And we're going to go with you. We're going to try and attack him from all angles. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that ambush. That's not gonna be nice. Well, we got the shatter. Oh, man, really? Bro, for real? Wait, why did my guy go last? I think we have this just because we can do more damage, and that scavenger for us is going to be really clutch. But nothing's guaranteed, especially... Oh, no, never mind. We're done. No, I think we got it. Because we go first next round. Boom. Then we get hit. Then we head back. All right, so that's good that we went small ball. GG's. VT Mac Guru. Oh, yeah, it's 5 wins. Or 3 wins. Okay, so anybody putting funds into colony or script or just holding? All right, I'm gonna be a little... I'm gonna tell you guys something. I think I'm being a little degenerate because I am grabbing colony. I want to have a fat bag of colony because it's trading at less than a penny sometimes. So I have no idea what's going to happen. I like moon carts, and I'm hoping that they're able to launch the game. But, you know, I love Aggie. It's just execution has never been his thing. Right. So I feel like I'm gambling. And no, I'm not getting crazy with it. All right. I'm not getting crazy with the amount of colony that I'm grabbing. But I look at it this way. I'm like, colony's trading at like a penny. Or sorry, 1/10 of a penny right now. And oh my God, of course, I'm going to give you my favorite rule set. You know what? Screw it. We're going to get stupid with this. Hit me with your best shot. There you go. Like you. Oh, screw it. Let's even go with you. All right, that might be too much. You know what? This is fine. This is fine. So basically, I'm playing the counter right now. My expectation is they are going to go with. Oh, they didn't. What the hell? I thought they were going to go with Immortalis because that was my first thought. By the way, I think we don't necessarily have speed on our. No, we do have a decent amount of speed on our side, and the only thing is getting nerfed. Well, my health is getting nerfed, so that's not great. But see, ouch. If we can take out their speed early on, which is not going to be easy, because yeah, we're done. Ouchie. Yep. Well played. Well played. General Sloan for the L once again. So what was I talking about? I was talking about Colony. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this thing and I'm just like, man, it's trading at 1/10 of a penny. In a bull run, like in a raging bull run with the supply. I talked about this in a video, so don't be surprised, guys. I said that I was bullish on the tokenomics or token supply of where Colony is going to be in like a year, right? It's going to be only like 500 million tokens, and that's assuming we don't burn anything. And that's significantly less than SPS, right? That's like 40% less than the amount of SPS that's out there in circulation. The thing is, SPS actually has a game and syncs and all this stuff, whereas Colony doesn't yet. Although I do believe that Aggie's going to do whatever he can to try and get, stuff out ASAP. I don't know what I want to do here. I kind of want to play a counter or something different. But you know what? Nothing really makes sense outside of this. Oh, the other tournament started. But I don't even know. Whatever. I don't care at this point. All right. So Villain says, "Yeah, dude. I didn't get into it when it was super low. I think you're talking about Solana." Chad says, "When Binance. Well, if that proposal goes through, then we'll see." Okay. Sorry, I will catch up on chat in a minute here. See, now this is a smart move because you can still play Coastal Century faster, bigger, faster, stronger. Oh, God, of course. But I don't even want to watch this. All right, VT Mac Guru. Got 15 to 16. I'm playing. I have been saying Solana ecosystem for months. I think BRC20 ecosystem is the narrative. Oh yeah, man. All the Bitcoin maxis are really not a fan of that, but so it's going to get built on Bitcoin no matter what, too. When will that drop? What are you talking about? Plato Zero's in the house. Woo, good morning. How's it going? Sounds like you'll have some good conversations. We always have a good conversation. I always have a good time with you guys. Like I said, I apologize. This past week was super fun for me, but I was just not able to be around as much. All right, what do we want to do here? Because a part of me is like, you know what? Let's just get crazy with it. Do. Uh, you know what? Sure, screw it. Screw it. Let's just get crazy with it, shall we? The last ditch effort to try and make something happen. And you got to push this thing to 7 games. Or sorry, 5 games. Okay. Interesting. So their summoner has no effect on me, which is fantastic. Ouchie. But you know what? That's just going to juice him up. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, clutch misses. And now we're going to get juiced up even more, which means we go first. Oh, no, they're going to have that Runic Skyclaw go first. Oh, but you know what? That's just going to juice them up more. And they're gone. Dude, my Chaos Dragon. Oh, and of course, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes, this is exactly what I signed up for. Thank you. It's exactly what I wanted to see. GG's. All right, so we take it to the final game. Oh, I should have checked on that last one. For gold, hopefully I don't miss out there. What is this? I kind of want to get creative. I don't think I should. Oh, they're right there. They're right there. But I'd have to give up too much. I don't have a 3-mana summoner. So we'll do 4 damage, but then they can heal 4, and then I'm SOL. But you know what? That's fine. Let's diversify. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go with you. Interesting. Okay. Oh, you went with the magic strategy. That's fascinating. Okay. I think I got this because I got the heal. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, I think we got this. GG's. VT macro, so I just made my 100 DEC back after putting that into the prize pool. GG's. That's a good one. That was a good one. All right. Oh, I'm up against Vilson. Y'all didn't tell me that I had a battle here. Oh, Vilson, you took an easy one. All right. There's one more tournament in about 20 or so minutes, so make sure you guys check that one out. All right. Finally, we can play gold. Much better. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. You know, the one thing that's really killing me in ranked right now is I don't have a max level Deep Lurker. So that demoralized whenever I go up against kind of like mirror Possibilis teams. I just get I just get annihilated because I'm just doing so much less damage. It's not cool. Oh, 10 more mana. What can we do with 10 more mana? Well, I gotta go with my guy here. I'm gonna leave some mana on the table. All right, so Gather the Magic says, I wouldn't chase a listing, let the exchanges come to us. Yeah, they don't. You know, it's funny because that was Aggie's attitude last bull run, and I respected him for it, but I don't think that's how it works. The more I've learned about it, exchanges want to make money, and yeah, they're not going to chase you unless you are a top tier project. And I think the problem right now is many people are coming to the realization of is we're not going to be a top tier project without a listing. So, oh, you got him angry. Oh my gosh, that was a clutch miss, but screwed nonetheless. Now, what'll be fascinating here is, can I take him out? No, I won't be able to take him out before he does that. Not cool, not cool. Damn, Vilson, you got me. GG's, man. GG's. But this is why I like playing in gold, because at least my Possibilis team is maxed for gold. So, probably tournament has started. I got another gift. Who is this from? Liberty Guy? Liberty Guy. Dude, you just gave me a bunch of deep lurkers. Man, you guys are too kind. I'm really not trying to fish for cards. So I'm just telling you the state of where I'm at. But dude, you sent me a ton. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. We're going to get guild stuff back on track. So for those who've been asking, Darkest Night is going to be making a return on the channel at some point very soon. So, he hasn't had the best, he even said it to me the other day where he's like, he hasn't had the best feelings towards Splinterlands, obviously, over the past 6 to 9-ish months. But he's still playing, right? So he's still playing, and obviously we're excited about a lot of stuff that's happening within the broader crypto ecosystem. So I think he's going to come back on, and hopefully we'll have some good conversations here with you guys. So GG's, Vilson, you better win the whole damn thing now. How many people did we get signed up? 6 players. Okay, that's cool. All right, last one is in Diamond. I'm going to go and sign up for that now. That's going to start. You should be able to check it in about 5 minutes. Okay, now that I'm done with this, let's actually catch up on the chat, because there's a lot of comments that I saw come in. All right, who else is burning Gladiator cards before the change? I did, and I think I still have some more to burn, Brian. But you know what? So I burned them, and then I maxed my Astral Entity as well as Thaddeus Brood. So to me, that was, I had to do it. So the next one that I got to do, well, I have a lot to do, but I'd really love to get Lily, but Lily's too expensive. So I think what I may do is the last rare summoner that I need to level up or max out is Obsidian. So I think we're going to do Obsidian next, just because that'll be a little bit cheaper. And then finally, I'll need to do Yasik, Wraith, and Lily. Although Wraith, I don't know about you guys, I don't use Wraith very much. And I guess part of the reason is that I have Lux. So whenever I play Life, I tend to just go with Lux for a lot of situations. Although, don't get me wrong, Wraith I think would be great. The other thing with Life is that I don't have a level 3 of that Martyr Taunt card, which is so meta, and it's actually kind of frustrating that I don't have enough BCX after all this time. But that's just how it's been with legendaries. So hopefully once the reward rework goes live, I'll be able to burn a bunch of extra copies for Dust, which I'm looking forward to as well. Hold on one second, guys. There we go. And hopefully that'll give me a a better chance of securing some of those legendary cards. Brian's going to burn them as well. I don't have much though. I mean, part of me, I'm like looking at it, I'm just like, should I burn everything? Not everything, not obviously not like Korra, but and not the ones that I use regularly. But I mean, there's a lot of just random cards there that I'm like, you know what? I plan on continuing to play this game for the foreseeable future. So I like, if I'm not using these cards now, if they're not meta, like I'll get them at some point in the future. Nardi, thanks again for the pack. Appreciate you. All right, Gather Magic. I've burned all the gold ones 1 to 2 months back. Yeah, I need to burn the rest of my gold. I think I just burned only the epic ones right now. So I have a couple of rares and a couple of commons. I got almost $7 for my $10 account, so not bad. Dude, that's actually significant. I used to put out a battle hopper long ago named Flavius. Oh, okay. So are you still putting it out? Because it's still legal in Wild. Also burned some other golds, and I got after that made like $4. My original burn, I got 20 plus. So I burned 3 gold foil epics, which is about 30,000 DEC. So that was nice because that allowed me to grab all the astral entities I need, all the Thaddeus broods I needed. Held off all the regular. I mean, you're not going to get much with the regular foil, but it is something. And that's what I'm saying, right? Like, okay, so if I again, I'm just going to do this off the cuff here. So thank you again, Liberty Guy. All right, let's do own. Oh wait, not market. I want items. So here's all the gold stuff I have left. It's not bad, but let's just go to the regular for a second. Like, okay, for example, I never use this guy, Gorth, and I'm like, I'll get more in the future, right? Like, this is not insignificant. That's a couple of bucks right there. Like, whenever I choose someone, it's usually Crash or Chimney Wall Stop. I actually don't even use Aurella that much anymore. I use Sarius sometimes, and then Fina obviously is clutch. How many is this? Oh, that's 3,000. No, it's 1,000 power. Okay, for legendary. I don't use Ava or Alva the Crusher. I rarely use Relinor. I mean, I might keep Alfredo just because, 2 mana for 2 damage is not bad. But like, again, I mean, this is like level 6, 50 BCX. I mean, that's a buck right there. That's a couple of obsidians, right? I did burn my Edith Emberstar. I did burn my gold foil Edith Emberstar, which was a little sad because I did have a level 3, but I have a level 3 regular foil. And let's see, do I get anything at level 4? Wait, at level 3 you get cleanse? Oh my gosh, maybe all right, well, that's cool. Did not notice that. Yeah, see, Earth, I mean, probably this dude, Paladin Rack. I mean, that's, again, not insignificant. Now, I've been seeing this guy pop up a lot in brawls. So I will, with weapons training, he's become a beast a little bit. So I probably would not burn him, even though I don't use him much. It's definitely something worth considering. Maybe there's nobody on the life team because I like Hugo Strongsword. I like Captain Katie. I like Ajax. I like Marisol. Yeah, so on the life team, probably nobody. But Cotrifus Bane, get out of here. I guess that's it though. So I don't know. I mean, again, I'm like obviously looking at this and like pinching pennies to buy penny cards, right? I mean, they're not penny cards, but let's look at Chaos Summoners. Yeah, like 53 cents. That's not. And how many do I need here? So if I could turn it into something, I need 29 more, right? So if I could turn it into something, if I could turn those cards that I don't use into real money to buy cards that I do use, to me, that makes the most sense. Lily's at 10 or 9. Oh, $9. Oh, Yasek's down to 650. All right. I'll need to consider grabbing some there. Because I miss playing with a max level Yasek. That speed meta is just so clutch. And like I can, the thing is with I love Yasek for, well, there's a lot of different battles that I like, but I like Fire for like the redemption play, and I've been using Lux a lot, which it's still +1 speed. You get the armor, which is nice, but I think the +2 speed as well as the pierce are good. All right, I was about to ask, where are you getting it for a penny? What am I talking about? Oh, okay. Sorry, this is probably a minute ago. All right, any idea when the SPS drop starts for Colony? I mean, all is going to be like in a couple of weeks, according to Aggie. Keep in mind, all the stuff that they wanted to do starting at the beginning of the month. In fact, let me go here to the Colony Colony official announcement. Sorry, I know it's not on screen, but all right, so this was at the end of April. Sorry, I don't know why I said April. The end of February. Listed out all the priorities, right? So they wanted to get Colony front end. They wanted the Moon Cards pack sale, login change. So I think they knocked out all that stuff, and we started the pack sale. Ongoing airdrop for GLX and SPS stakers, Hive Engine Bridge, Trade Colony. So they got that. LP rewards, they actually got that live too. GLS promo cards. So all of that stuff, he said fast ideal next 2 weeks, normal time 2 weeks after that. So they actually did a decent amount in the first 2-ish weeks following, February 26th, because 1 month is going to be the end of this month essentially. Slow is 2 weeks after that. So in 2 months in total. So by the end of April would be my guess, but it sounds like they're moving relatively quickly on some of this stuff. And I can't wait to see what the social casino thing is like, because that could actually bring a lot of utility over. Or how much will we get? Haven't looked into it. There's 800 million split between SPS and GLX stakers. 400 million if you're just looking at something like SPS. And I'm trying to think. So it's about 160 million per year, right? 80 split, 80 each way to. I don't know how much that comes out to. And obviously, well, you know what? We can actually run some math now and see how much APR would be added. Although I'll be honest, I kind of don't want to do that math. We'll just wait for for Splinter Cards to calculate it out. GG's. I'm still not getting the ambush ability. Oh, you don't like it? That's good. I spent $500 for 2,700 script tokens. It works pretty well. All right, nice. Good match after sound. Yeah, GG's. You got me good there. Oh, I guess I got you in the end, but GG's. Still waiting on my first battle in gold. You're sleeping? Oh yeah, you did reach out. Hey, what's up, Virus? What's going on? All right, how far behind am I? I'm only 15 minutes behind chat. Virus, I hope you're doing well, brother. Good game. Shouldn't have used the melee with a monk. Yeah, that was an interesting play. I told you, bro. Yes, you did. Did you hear about the Splinterland streamers who gave away a rage card? I don't. Wait, who gave away a rage card? But congrats on your rage card. Looks like you won it. They should list SPS. It's a no-brainer. I burned 3,000 DEC worth of gold foil gladiators after watching your video. Nice. However, it's already on Curve.com. Has it made any impact? That's a good point. I mean, it hasn't really. Has it? I don't know. I mean, Coinbase would definitely be bigger. Binance would be bigger. But I think that they just need to let people know that there's a game out there. Will Splinterlands move from Hive? No, I don't believe they have any intention of doing that right now. The market is brutal. Is not for faint of heart. That move might sink the project. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's no other chain like Hive. that's going to offer you kind of like this feeless thing. And there's just so many transactions, like literally everything is a transaction, that I think it would be tough for them to move. And if we're looking realistically, you're not going to get onto an Ethereum or Ethereum layer 2, right? Those fees are still relatively high. You know, I played DeFi Kingdoms on the Harmony chain when it was on Harmony, and there were a lot of transactions there too, to a certain extent. But the fees were like negligible, right? So in my opinion right now, and I don't have much experience with Avalanche, although I'll throw it into the bunch here, like Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, their fees are so low that even somebody who's doing like a ton of transactions per day, hopefully it'll just be like fractions. Well, each transaction is going to be like fractions of a penny, right? So ideally you're not spending more than a couple cents per day with all the different transactions that you're doing. Those would be the chains that I would think would go first. But keep in mind, Solana hits like $1,000 or something like that. Those fractions of a penny are also 5xing. So I don't know. It's I think we're stuck on Hive for better or for worse at this point in time. Plus, I don't think that they have the capacity or the team structure to like do a major move like that unless they absolutely had to. All right, they're focused on getting land out. They're focused on getting a new player experience out. They're focused on, probably new Soulbound set. Whatever else they have like coming up. All that stuff would probably take priority. Brian says Darkest Night is bailing us out with the money made in Echelon Prime. Nice to hear that. Yeah, he should, right? How much do you see for a Gladiator card? Is it worth it? The gold foil ones are significant. I would say so. What's the major argument against a Binance listing? I haven't heard one yet, but I will hear one later today. And so that's what I'm going to share with you guys. All right, so hopefully the project survives. Yeah, I have a gold deck, but don't want to max up with a new rank player. What to do? Yeah, see, so you are part of that group that's like, I don't know what your experience is like. Are you playing against a lot of max level decks? Because I was in I was in gold playing with a decent amount of max level summoners, including Lux, right? A decent amount of max level cards, all of my reward cards, for example. So I was kind of like, I'm like between gold and diamond, but I was on par with everybody in gold because of the level cap limits. As soon as we, had the ranked change, all of a sudden, like I was out of gold and I'm in like diamond 3, diamond 2 now, just because, and a lot of that is like the new ratings inflation as well. But part of it is the fact that like if I go up against people like yourself who have a gold level deck, I'm playing with max level cards, and that's just not fair, right? So I easily was pushed out, which was the intention of the team. But I wonder what the experience has been like for you and for people down in silver. What Hive Engine Bridge? What? Hive Engine Bridge? Are we talking about Colony? So just the fact that you can transfer your Colony and script from in-game to Hive Engine and back. Yo, International Travel Channel, what's going on? Blockchain Project says, couldn't we get the DAO to help pay for devs to get on with nodes? Yeah, I mean, I think people were even talking about potentially putting a proposal in place for that. I don't know how much the team would like that or not, but it's not, it doesn't hurt to ask. Bolt says, how would I describe Spelllands? They are working hard trying to filter seawater and making it drinkable. Interesting. Okay. So is that like good work or is that like a waste of time? Wonder what our glint titles will be. The sparkling. That'd be cool. Although it's a little, I don't know if I want to have the sparkling next to my name. The sparkler. I'm hodling on that for that 1% that we might come through. I don't know what you're referring to. What are you hodling onto, Bolts? Were they looking at CoinChain? What about Wax or Solana or Avalanche? No, he just knows. So Matt said on the town hall he knows the people from Koinos. They are, I think, like ex-Steam people, right? So Hive is a fork of Steam. So it sounds like it's just people that he knew a while back, and they're going to try and do some collaborations, which might mean that they bridge SPS out there, but it's not going to be like we're moving. One New Soulbound said they did say the summer. So my expectation would be June at the earliest. Should we just scrap NFTs if soulbound? Well, no. I mean, here's the thing. I know that a lot of people feel very differently about this. This is a radical thing to say. I don't believe that the rewards need to be NFTs, right? I think it's cool, the system that we have in place now, where it's just like they're soulbound for a while and then you can pay into the system, right? Which is essentially you're burning tokens to unlock them as NFTs. But if we're talking about NFTs, NFTs should be things that you pay for. They shouldn't be necessarily things that you earn. And again, that statement is too much of a blanket. It's too much of a generalization. So I know that's wrong. I'm talking about in the context of Splinterlands here. You already pay for the cards. Those should be the NFTs, right? So you pay value for cards that you hope will either retain value or go up in value in the long run, because each of them individually are deflationary and they have some kind of utility or, add value in the game or to your gameplay experience. But what you earn in the game doesn't need to be an NFT, right? You're already earning with every game that you win. You're already earning SPS. That's the only monetary reward that needs to be there, in my opinion. Everything else can be soulbound. I think people just got used to it because that's how it used to be until things blew up and got exploited to hell. And that's what we're still kind of recovering from. But had it been the case back then, we may not have actually blown up with a bunch of people, but or blown up with a bunch of other projects. But at the same time, we wouldn't have been exploited. And I don't know, 2022 would have looked very different. When will you drop that argument video? Probably today. Like I said, so I have two conversations later. One, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say the names now, even though they're people that you guys know. But yeah. Got up to gold 2 on my $10 bronze account, but now I need a ton more SPS to get better reward shares. Yeah. Got to get that SPS. All right, so Fire says, I wish before we started talking about all the ways to spend what's in the DAO, we had a realistic plan on how the DAO will acquire stables to spend on these things. Well, according to Matt, he's waiting until the bull run, at which point, he's expecting the DAO to swap some SPS for stable coins, which to me is like, oh shoot, did I miss my own tournament? I did. All right, guys, have fun with the diamond one. Probably for the best, because I just would have gotten my butt kicked with the underpowered deck. Oh, and it was 8 players, so perfect. Had I checked in, that would have been. So now this allows me to catch up on or stay caught up on chat. So he's expecting that the DAO will probably swap some of the SPS that it has for stables at that point in time. And to me, I'm just like, oh man. 7-day pre-proposal, 7-day regular proposal, a couple of days for the team to actually go in and, Clay to actually do it. That's one hell of a front run. The moment somebody puts a proposal up, boom, I'm selling my SPS, right? Like, boom, that's it. Taking my profit, got a nice big fat ice cream bag of money, and that's it. So now, obviously, I don't think it's going to play out like that. Hopefully the conversations will be something like, if SPS is below or above this price, right, we sell just a small portion every day for the next 6 months, right? But it has to be above a certain thing. And there's probably gonna be a bunch of different requirements. I'm sure Matt has it thought out, but just the thought of okay, there's a proposal in place where the largest entity holding SPS is going to start selling. If that doesn't signal the end of the bull market, at least for Splinterlands, I don't know what will. Right? So, is it still worth buying cards in Wild only? Depends. I mean, they're good for tournaments and brawls for sure. And then if you want to play in Wild, absolutely. Just cashing out all the SPS all at once seems like a bad plan. I agree. Gladiator, Soulbound. I want to trade my cards. Well, you can trade the ones that you bought, just not the ones that you earned. All right, what's up, L4? Good to see you here. If they can't give NFTs as rewards, do they give higher token value rewards then? I mean, these are completely separate things. SPS is based on the supply demand of the token. So obviously they want to give higher token value rewards, but they need to drive value to the token so that people are willing to pay more than 2.5 cents for it. But, as we've seen, people are not willing to pay more than 2.5 cents for it because there's too many. I hope we get Far Patrol on the next town hall. It's been months with very little news. Yeah, I mean, they mentioned that the grain market is in testing now, so that might come out relatively soon. But I was just responding to someone's comment today on one of the videos where it's like, after Land 1.5 came out in November, I think all of our expectations were that 1.6 was right behind it. We're going to go 5 months without seeing any innovation on Land, without seeing any update on Land. The team put new player experience before that. Rightfully so, I think many will argue. But that's got to be disappointing for people who were hoping to see Land produce at a much faster pace. But hey, man, I feel like I said it here. I'm not trying to be fuddy, but I don't think Land 2.0 this year, or at least not the full thing, right? There's just too many other things going on. Should we go back to earning DEC as rewards? No, I don't think so. GG Wilson. All right, I forgot to sign up for that because I was playing cold. It's all good. So I did the same thing. I forgot to check in. Ventura, what's up? Since when tournaments entry fee are all free? I was wondering that too. I don't know. I just saw everything was free, so I started signing up, which is fantastic because I kept signing up and then not playing. So now when I sign up and don't play or forget to play, I don't lose anything out of it. So Wilson says grain going to sell cheap at first because everyone has so much of it. I think grain is going to sell cheap always until 2.0 comes out. Here's the thing. You've had 5 months. If you were playing in Land, you've had 5 months to figure out how to acquire grain already or produce as much as you need. So, I don't see how grain is going to have any real value once it goes live. The only thing that I can think of is people are going to run the math and say, well, if I want to earn more SPS, I can convert my land over to farming SPS and just buy the grain off the marketplace because the rewards justify that, which is not a bad thing, right? So we have more going for SPS or maybe research or something like that. But if people are self-sufficient already, I don't think the impact's going to be as large as people were hoping. But we'll see how the math works out. Because many people are looking at it from financial, right? Min-max. With research, I don't think people are going to be like, yeah, you know what? I want to pay to get more research right away. Maybe they will, but to me, it's probably going to be more so the investor mindset coming in saying, we want to get more SPS. Basically, like if I convert this plot of land over to getting SPS, I earn 50 cents in SPS per day, and I can buy grain to support that for 25 cents per day. So it's a easy no-brainer, especially because at this point in time, grain is cheap, and you can even look at SPS. There's a potential multiplier tied to that, right? So it's like even if it's 1-to-1, even if it's just like, oh, I'd rather be earning that SPS and paying the same amount of grain. Yeah. Although I guess technically you'd be able to just take that grain, sell it on the marketplace and go buy SPS, but it is what it is. The problem with free entry is now there's nothing to prohibit Diamond Champ players from getting into even novice tournaments. Yeah, I don't know why this change was made. I like I said, I'm not following everything that's going on, but if anybody wants to provide some colored commentary, I'd appreciate it. That's a good idea. Earn grain as rewards. JK. Yep. Luke's in the house. What's going on, Luke? So, I still haven't watched Killer Whales. I don't know if anybody else has. I'll say this though. I think I overhyped Killer Whales because I fundamentally misunderstood what they were advertising. They said it was going to be on Apple TV. I thought that meant Apple TV Plus, so of which I have a subscription to. But I went on and it's like, oh no, it's just Apple TV, meaning that I still have to buy it for $3, which that's like 6 Obsidians. I'm not going to buy something on Apple TV. So I don't think that that's going to have the impact. And now I understand why Matt felt that way. But I don't know. Maybe it's on Tubi. I don't know if it's up anywhere streaming for free. But it's I can't imagine that people are going to go pay for it unless they really, really want to see it. The only people that I know that paid for it were people who were already in Splinterlands. To me, that's something that if you want it to be as effective as we were all hoping, it needs to be free, or at least free on a streaming service. So Blockchain's project says, do you think we will get a Soulkeep announcement on the 29th of this month? I don't know. My hope is yes, although I don't know. So the only reason is because for people who may not be familiar, they are planning, Soulkeep is planning on being on the down hall, not the town hall, but the down hall on the 29th. So I believe they're gonna, it might be David, it might be someone else from the team is gonna be on to talk about plans for Soulkeep and all that. This was announced a couple weeks ago or a week ago, and in my head I was like, okay, if they just wanted to give an update, what, like there was 2 Fridays earlier, right? They could have done the 15th or the 22nd. Is he still doing weekly down halls, or are they not weekly anymore? Because that could change my opinion. I thought that they were weekly, and like I said, I've just not been watching as much. I'm catching up on my Splinterlands content. So the fact that it was pushed out to the end of the month gives me a little hope that there is some potential for there to be a significant announcement, right? Because it's like, oh, let's wrap up XYZ of what we're working on, and hopefully in 2 weeks or a little under 2 weeks, they'll have maybe a release date, maybe whatever gameplay footage, right? Actually, we've already played the game a year ago, but you get what I'm saying. So hopefully that'd be a nice ending to March. Not sure for Dow Hall Weekly. It's only $1.99 on Prime. Oh, Virus, what did you send me? Something good? Something good, I hope. This is something I need to watch now. Oh, somebody posted it? I'm surprised they haven't copyright striked it. Oh, man. You know what? I'll do a reaction video. It's 6 minutes. Yeah, you know what? I think it'll be fun to do a reaction video if you guys want to see that. But thank you, Virus. That's actually awesome. Okay, let's see. Not sure for Down Hall. All right, could you show your progress? Farming land. Oh, why was this not working? Okay. Sure. I'm really bad with this. I sometimes forget to come in week after week. I forget that land is out. I know it's terrible, but it's just how I feel. So I did harvest recently, but I'd be lying if I said I come in here regularly and always, get it. There's a lot of times I come in, I'm just like, capacity is 100%. Oh my gosh, it's been 10 days. Shoot. But that's where I'm at. Total grain got 1.2 million. Got about 6,000 research. Yeah, keep is doing its thing. So I'd like to do more with my specific group here. Just don't know what there is to do yet outside of sending grain to people. of which it feels like many people already have enough. Yeah, that's where my land is. I'm slowly buying nightmare packs again. Yeah, I had a pretty decent stack already, so I've just been farming SPS through that and hope to open them when the game goes live. Watch the whole episode. Aggie is awesome. So I listened to the post show on Twitter right after the episode released. They did a Twitter Spaces, and they all seem to really love Aggie, which is great. Nightmare packs give SPS daily for now, so why not hold them? I speculate they will announce SK date on the 29th. All right, I hope you are right, blockchain projects. I have no idea, but I do hope that you are right. That's 12 days away. Wait, that's not a... Oh, that is a Friday. Let me see the down haul. SPS down haul. There hasn't been an SPS down haul for a while. Last one that he did. Oh wait, no, live. Yeah, last one was 3 weeks ago. Okay. So you know what? Maybe they're just doing it once a month now. I don't know. I guess I'll have to follow up with Clay. Let's see where he's at with that. All right. Well, we're coming up on an hour and a half here. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way up to 2 hours. So we can probably start to wrap up. Any other final thoughts that you guys have? Like I said, I'll try to stream on Tuesday at some point. Oh, we're moving on up. Almost at 68K. 91. Yeah, we're just not burning SPS fast enough. Rebellion packs. What are we at now? 840? 845? No, 835. Interesting. Okay. Well, like I said, I will try to be live later on this week. I'll try to stick to the schedule, but if not, I will probably just do some either afternoon or potentially evening ones. Like I said, I'm trying to get Darkest Night back on, so that probably wouldn't be during the day. That'll probably be at night. So I'll let you guys know whenever that does come through. And I think it'll be fun for us to just have a good conversation about Web3, crypto, life. You know how it goes. Holiday weekend, doubt it. Next promo card requirements, vouchers, and burn 1,000 SPS. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, I would actually, like, there's opportunities to get more SPS into the DAO over time to help, like, refill everything. But I don't know. That's a conversation for, like, 12 months from now, probably. I'll see how it goes. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Like I said, I got a lot of other Split Lens related conversations and content to do later today. Speaking of which, when does that begin? In 2 hours. Okay. Yep. So I'm going to go take care of some things and then chat later today. So like I said, for those who might have missed it, I do have 2 conversations today about the exchange listings. One is with somebody who's very pro listings, and then second with somebody who reached out, very well respected member of the community. We're gonna record it, so I don't know why I'm like being coy with the names, but just in case it doesn't happen. But who like literally reached out to me and said, "Hey, I think you're gonna want to hear this information that I have on why we shouldn't go for a large listing." And I was like, "Okay, tell me." He's like, "No, we'll do it live, or not live, but like we'll do it on camera or whatever." So keep an eye out for that. I'll try to get both of those out later today in that order. And then, yeah, maybe that'll change opinions. Maybe it'll change mine. That's all I got. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, guys. Have an awesome week up ahead. I'll catch you all soon. Peace.